Hello, good afternoon. It is Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Markham, Ontario, Canada, in the Stampin' for Fun Craft Cave. So I apologize, it's a little messy in the craft cave, but it just goes to show there's a lot of creativity and a lot of action down here. Oh great, Maureen is already on. Hi Maureen, it's great to connect with you. So Tuesday at 2 is just a weekly Facebook Live that I love to do. It's just my way of sharing Stampin' with the world. Hopefully I'm on the right place on my Jen Stampin' for Fun Facebook page. And every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I try to hop on, share what's going on in the Stampin' for Fun world, and share some stamping with you. Oh, hi Paulette, great. So I see people are logging on. Don't be afraid to comment because, as usual, I love to see comments. It makes me feel like we're having fun together, even though we're using technology. And so anybody who comments will be entered into a drawing. And as well, anybody who shares this video will be entered into another drawing, because again, it's just my way of sharing Stampin' with everybody. It's something that I really enjoy doing. I actually find it super therapeutic when I'm stressed out, to just sit down and do some stamping. So I feel like in this world, we could all use a little bit of stamping therapy. So why not share it? So anybody who shares this video, it should be a public video, so you should be able to share it easily on Facebook. It's just a little arrow, that kind of a curvy arrow, and then you can share it. Hi Bev, great, we've got people joining in. So usually I start off with a few Stampin' for Fun announcements and tell you what's going on here, and then I dive in and share a stamping project. And of course you can comment or ask questions anytime. I love to connect with you, and even if you're watching the recording later, you can still comment. And I don't know, sometimes Facebook doesn't notify me when you comment, so but I do try each week to go back and check the posts from the previous week's video, because that's how I check who the winners are as well. Oh good, Kala's on. Hi, good afternoon. So last week's winners, I believe, was Debbie. Your last name has an N and an S. I think it's a two last names there. So I think I messaged you or tried to let you know to just send me your address so that I can get you the prize from last week. And then Maureen, I think you're on now. I already have your address. I'll send you the prize from last week. Okay, so why don't we dive in with the announcements first, and then we'll go into the stamping. So a few announcements. One, I have to set up an event on my Stampin' for Fun page. I haven't set up the event yet, but everybody mark your calendars for March the 31st. It's the very last day of celebration, but actually that's not what I wanted to tell you, but for some reason that's what's stuck in my brain. Celebration is a big promotion going on with Stampin' Up. But March 31st, one of my friends is hosting a fundraiser. She's actually going to Kenya in Africa this summer with her family to do some service work. So my friend is an optometrist. She owns a practice just in Aurora. So if you're in Ontario, or if you're in Southern Ontario, you'll know where Aurora is. It's just north of where I am in Markham. And so she owns an optometry practice there, but she is taking her optometry skills to Kenya and working with a group there to service the impoverished and people that aren't able to access services normally. So she's gone with this group before, but this time she's going with the rest of her family. So she's trying to raise some funds to help cover the costs of the optometry supplies she has to bring down, and the expenses that go along with traveling to Kenya. So I'm doing a fundraiser for her. So March 31st, if you are able to come and attend the live event, we'll be making 8 cards, and there are 4 different designs, 2 of each design. They'll be great kind of all occasion cards that you can use, and it's only $35, and out of that $35, $15 goes directly to the cause, directly to their missionary work and service work. So if you're able to come, that's great. If you can't come or you live too far away, don't worry. You can still participate. You just order a Take It To Go kit. And we would make and assemble the cards completely for you, and you'll receive the 8 completed cards in the mail, and we'll gratefully receive your registration and donation for the team. So I would love it if you could participate. Here's the little flyer. I guess it looks backwards to you. Let me see whether I can make it going the right way so that you can see it. I think it's like this, and then like this, and like this. There we go. So I will set up an event on my Facebook page for Cards for Kenya, but I thought I would do that as an announcement for today, just so that you can save the date of March 31st. I've already opened up the Eventbrite site, so you can already go ahead and register. You don't have to wait for me to open the Facebook event. So the website is... sorry, everything's all reversed now that I have this all switched over. Okay, it's cardsforkenya.eventbrite.ca, cardsforkenya.eventbrite.ca, and you can register either for the live event or the Take It To Go, and I know that my friend will be very grateful for your support. So let's see if I can put this back here. Okay, so I think we're back to normal. Okay, so that's one announcement. I also wanted to show you a few projects, because if you're like me, getting pretty tired of this winter weather, and I'm super looking forward to better weather. So we've got some awesome projects. I've got 4 projects here that my team is going to make next week on Thursday. So if you're a Team Stick Stamper, you have access to come and make these projects. So our team meeting is always on the first Thursday of every month, and if you live long distance or you're not able to come to the team meeting and you're on my team, you still get the tutorials on how to make it. So okay, are you ready? I love them, so I hope you guys don't mind some of my Team Stick girls that are on, that you get to see the projects before next week on Thursday, but I love them so much. And even if you're not a Team Stick Stamper and you want to make these projects, you can come to the team meeting once to check it out. So this gives you a flavor of our team. So our team meeting's next week on Thursday. Let me know if you want to come. If you live anywhere nearby, I'm in Markham. Our team meeting is in Markham. So look at these cute projects that we're going to make. Oh, there's a piece of ribbon hanging off there. Okay, so this is all using the Daisy Punch and the new gingham paper. Doesn't it just like make you happy and springy? So this is like a little basket, see? And then this is a little treat holder, and then a little box. Okay, so these will be the projects that our team is making on Thursday next week. If you can come out, even if you're not a Team Stick Stamper, but as long as you've never come to a team meeting before, and if you're interested in the demonstrator opportunity or being part of a fun team or just getting a discount shopping for your supplies, then if you're even considering the starter kit a little bit, come on out to the team meeting, and you can make these projects too. And don't worry if you're long distance, just shoot me a message and we can chat if you're interested in becoming a part of the Team Stick Stampers. We have girls now all over Canada. So we've got Shelley in Alberta, Maureen's out in Newfoundland, we've got April out in Nova Scotia. So it's just great to have such a diverse team, and we really encourage each other. So right now is a wonderful time to take advantage of the starter kit. You get to choose $225 worth of product, but you only pay $135, no tax, no shipping. So it's amazing deal. So if you love Stampin' Up! Products, then you should absolutely take advantage of the starter kit while it's on sale during Celebration. Don't wait until the end of Celebration, because it's better to get it done earlier. And then if you want to get this exclusive tote, this beautiful tote, I used to have it filled with stuff, but I thought it's actually easier to hold it. This tote is only available if you buy the starter kit during Celebration. It's just only $40 if you decide to add it on. And look at how roomy it is. There's tons of space in there. to put all your crafting supplies. There's even a zipper at the back. There's pouches in the front. So it holds so much. You wouldn't believe it, and it's still super cute, super cute. So now is the time to get the starter kit. That bag is only available during celebration and only while supplies last. So if lots of people get the starter kit and choose the bag and there's no more left, then sorry, so sad, too bad. So that's why I'm saying don't wait. Talk to me about getting the starter kit. Okay, so I think those are my announcements for today. Joy was saying the colors make us feel so bright and cheerful. I know, it just like speaks of spring. So if you can come to the team meeting, come. We're going to make these on Thursday next week. Okay, so that's that. Let me switch it over. So I had an event this weekend called Creating for Christ, and it was such a blessing. I think it was just really filled my heart and my bucket to see the ladies just enjoying some rest time and just focusing on the more meaningful things in life, and focusing on the actual theme of the event was about God's love for us. So the theme was really about love and unconditional love, and it was a great event. And one of the projects we made was this candle. So everybody seemed to really like the candle and seemed quite amazed by it. It's funny, stamping on candles was one of the oh, Sharon's just saying she can't get this video to play, but she just commented, so I'm not sure. But don't worry, Sharon, I'll download it later and I can send it to you. So hopefully there's not a technological error. Let me know if the rest of you can still hear me and see me and everything. But anyway, stamping on candles was one of the things I learned earlier in my stamping journey. So I was surprised that some people didn't know about it. So I thought I would share it today. I think it might be one of those things where it's such an old idea that it's like it's new again. Right? So let's do that today. Let me flip this over. I tried to keep everything the same from my event on Saturday, so hopefully I haven't put anything away, but it's a live video, so if I have to run around looking for something, sorry. Hopefully you'll be patient with me. Okay, so don't forget, if you're joining in, don't forget to comment. You can be entered in a drawing, and don't forget you can share this video too. So let's flip it over, and if you share or comment, you will be entered into a drawing. Okay, so let's get this hooked in here. Hopefully you can still see and hear everything. I'm always worried that something will go wrong. Okay, so, oh, see, I already forgot something. I forgot the candle, but that's okay. I'll get it. What we need to do this project is tissue paper. So this is just regular tissue paper that I got at the dollar store. It's funny, I didn't notice that there were two sides to this tissue paper. It wasn't until the event that somebody mentioned, oh, which side do we stamp on, the shiny side or the not shiny side? And I had no answer for that because at the time when I made it, I didn't even notice there were two sides. So we'll just take a guess. Nobody seemed to have any problems at the event, so we'll just pick a side, and it probably doesn't matter. And I'm using this stamp set. It's called His Grace. Let me show it to you here. I'll be honest, I pretty much buy any stamp set that has a Bible verse in it because I like to collect all different Bible verse stamps. So that's why I bought it. But I thought this little wreath was interesting. It looks kind of ordinary on the stamp set, but when you color it, I think it turns out much better. So let's do that first. Now, when you're stamping on the tissue paper, you're going to need StazOn ink. I think StazOn ink is the way to go. Stampin' Up! Does sell it. Oh, I didn't put the host code here. Okay, so when you shop, this is the, if you need to buy any StazOn ink or buy anything else, you just go to genevieve.stampinup.net, and then you should use the host code. See, we need to get the host code. Let's look for it. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Here it is. Okay, so here's the host code. I'll write it up at the top in case you want to get anything that I'm showing today. Okay, so let's write that. Sorry for the little distraction. The host code here. You can I'll put it in the post afterwards. It's capital P RJGS3QC. And the reason why you want to use this host code, especially if your order is over $60, is because you will receive a free gift from me. But this offer ends. Oh, sorry, I ran to look for the free gift. Sorry, I'm back. It's actually a package of glitter dots. So let me see whether I can find them for you. Anyway, you get the idea. Package of glitter dots. May not be this color. I've got a few different colors, but as long as your order is over 60 and you use that host code, then you will qualify to get those glitter dots. I send them all at the end of the month. So if you ordered earlier in the month, don't worry, they're still coming. I kind of do everybody at once at the end of the month. And that closes on Wednesday, so you have to do it before Wednesday. Okay, so we're going to use the StazOn ink. With a big stamp like this, I find it easier to flip the stamp over and just tap like this. Now, StazOn is a special ink because it's not water-based. It doesn't bleed the way that a water-based ink would. The other thing StazOn is good for, I'm stamping on tissue paper, but you can actually stamp on mirror, tile, glass, non-porous surfaces like that, plastic. So StazOn is the one you want, but it's a very sticky, it can be very sticky. So when you lift it up, just try to be careful so you don't rip the tissue paper, okay? Because the tissue paper is so fine there. Okay, so that's that. Now, if you're just joining in, don't forget, all you have to do is comment to be entered into the drawing, or you can share the video to be entered into a drawing. Just make sure you let me know that you're sharing it so that I can enter you in. I used the Settles markers. This one is the Pear Pizzazz, and now these are water-based. So don't, when you're doing it, you don't have to color the whole thing in because it will kind of bleed. Okay, so I just add a little bit of color and just let the color spread on the tissue paper. Okay, you don't have to spend a ton of time doing it. But see, I really feel this stamp comes alive when you color it. It looks, I thought it was nice, but it didn't really catch my eye in the catalog or on the stamp case. But when I colored it, then it felt like this whole stamp came alive. I'm actually not going to use the whole thing. I'm actually going to only use half. But anyway, we'll just color it there. See how it comes alive? What do you guys think? And then let me hold it up. Maybe it's hard to see. It seems far away. Okay, can you see that? And then I'm just going to add some Calypso Coral to the flowers. So that's why the Calypso Coral color, I believe, and the Pear Pizzazz are all from the Settles family. So you can buy a whole set of Settles markers, and then you'll have the whole family of markers to play with. So you don't have to do these colors, obviously. You can do whatever colors you want, but I thought it just really helped the image to come alive a bit just by adding a touch of color. Okay, and then I did the word, so let's get our word here. Here it is. Okay, and we'll put it right inside maybe. So again, the StazOn ink. Hi Christine, I'm glad you've joined in. I'm just showing how to do the stamping on the candle because I felt there was a lot of interest in that. Okay, so we'll just put that right on here, and again, carefully lift it up because it's quite sticky. Okay, that's it. And then what we'll do now, I'll hold it up so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see that. And now you're going to take your paper snips. The paper snips are fantastic because they're quite, you can use them for quite detailed cutting. So what you're going to do is you're going to trim the image. Now, it doesn't have to be super, super close. It's okay if there's a bit of a border or whatever, because you're not going to really notice it. As long as your candle is kind of the same color as the tissue paper, you're not really going to notice if there's a bit of a border. Okay, but I like to kind of get right in there and try to cut around the image. I think what I did, I don't know, every time you can do it a bit different. But see, I could just trim that part off. Okay, so you see how I'm trimming it close to the image? Okay, that's it. Okay, so we'll get rid of this. And now we've got this. Let me get the candle. It's so funny. I always think I have everything prepared and never fails. I'm missing something. So this candle is actually just from IKEA. You want to see the box? Sometimes, if you're like me, you like to follow directions exactly. So here, this is the brand of candle. One of these Swedish words, I don't know, Hemsjo. And it comes in a package of 4. So you take your candle, and then we'll put this on top. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the tissue paper does not extend beyond the candle. So in this case, what I can do, because it's kind of hanging off up here, we'll just trim it off. It's no harm. I'll just trim it off because you don't want it to overhang. You don't want it to be taller than the candle, ideally. Okay, so it'll just be like that. There. Okay, so you just kind of put that tissue paper on. It's not stuck on. I'm not using any adhesive or anything. And then what you're going to do is take a piece of wax paper. So this is the wax paper here. And you're going to actually put the wax paper against the candle. Okay, and so I'm trying to hold it pretty tightly. If you want, so just put the tissue paper where you like it. I feel like it's a bit high up. I don't want the words too high at the top. Okay. So then you're going to put the wax paper on and try and make it tight so that there's no bubbles here. Okay, so you're holding the wax paper against the candle, and then this is a live video, so you're going to hear me turn my heat gun on. So this is a heat tool, again, available through Stampin' Up. I love the Stampin' Up heat tool because it's got 2 settings. It's kind of got a level 1 and a level 2. You probably can't see it there, but there's a level 1 and a level 2. So when you're using it for this purpose, you want level 2. You want the hot setting. Level 1 is perfect for if your ink is really wet and you want to dry it on the paper, or if you're doing watercoloring and you want to do a quick dry, then you use level 1. But for this case, we actually want to melt the wax paper so that it seals the tissue paper onto the candle. So you need it quite hot, so you need to put it on level 2. Okay, so that's the tip there. Make sure, and you really want to not burn yourself if you can help it. So what you're looking for, because you won't be able to hear me when I turn it on, so I'm trying to tell you everything before I turn it on. What you're looking for, you're going to turn it on high, and you're going to kind of move it over the image. But what you really want to do is not to forget the edges of the tissue paper. So you're not just heating just the image, but also the sides of the tissue paper, okay? Because it's the edges of the tissue paper you want sealed down. The other tip you need to know, oh, Judy's saying to wear oven mitts. That would be a good idea. Okay, the other thing you need to know is what you're watching for is you will see it almost go shiny. That's the wax paper sort of melting. Okay, so you'll see the color brighten up. You'll see it go shiny. It's like this fine line, right? Like if you don't do it enough, it won't seal. If you do it too much, your actual candle will start melting, and you don't want to kind of, if you can help it, you don't really want to deform the shape of the candle. So it's kind of that fine line. Okay, let's get started. Oh, thank you, Christine, for sharing. Yeah, just a reminder, anybody who shares will be entered into a drawing, and anyone who comments will be entered into a drawing. I just love to kind of share stamping. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can still hear me while it's on. It takes a while for it to heat up, but once you've got it going, it does get quite hot. So just be really careful not to burn yourself. Okay, oh, I don't know if you can see it, but it's brightening up. It's brightening up, it's going shiny. That means the wax paper is melting. Okay, so here I am. I'm trying to make sure as much as I can to nab the edges of things too, not just the stamped image, because it's the edge of the tissue paper that we're trying to melt here. Okay. That should be okay. Let's check. So what we're gonna do, don't panic if it didn't seal, because you can always do it again. So what you do is you kind of move this away. I kind of hold the top and the bottom of the candle, and then I just very gently peel this away, very gently. Okay, and then I'll be able to see if it has stuck down. Okay, so this was fine. Okay, see, so the image stuck down. If I hadn't done enough, you would see the edges of the tissue paper flipping up and sticking to the wax paper. Okay, but this looks like it's okay, but we just very gently remove the wax paper. Okay. I think we did okay. Let's see how this edge. Perfect. This one's actually perfect. What are the chances? Okay. No, actually the chances are very good. But I just feel like every time I'm on camera, something crazy is going to happen. Like the phone's going to ring or my camera's going to fall down. So, but this actually worked out perfectly. So you can't even really see the edges of the tissue paper anymore because it's blended right in with the candle. Okay, so that's how you do it. So, you could use any stamp set really, but I decided to use this one because we were doing it for Creating for Christ, and I wanted to have a project that would kind of help people focus on the love of God. So that's why I did that. Okay, but you could imagine using another stamp, coloring it. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Okay, so I hope you guys liked that video, and let me flip it around so that I can see you guys all again. Da-da-da-da. Okay, great. So hopefully you guys liked that video, and yay, Heather, you're on. Yes, it was so great to have you at the event on Saturday. So I love sharing all different kinds of stamping things, and I love seeing women gather together and create something pretty and just enjoy some rest time. So if you're interested in gathering women together, I'm always happy to do a private class for you. If you're local to me, I'll drive anywhere. If you're further away, then I can just do something via Facebook Live, and you can still gather with your friends, and I can mail the projects to you. So there's all different ways to host, and during celebration you get an extra 30 bonus dollars when you host with qualifying parties. So yes, Joy is saying it's a nice gift idea. I agree. It's a great gift idea. I could even change up the stamps and do something nice as a teacher's gift, or this could be like an Easter gift. So many neat ideas to do with that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to let me know you were on the video just by commenting, and I'll be able to enter you into the drawing. And you can also share the video, and then I can enter you into another drawing. So just let me know that you shared. And don't forget, if there's any supplies you need, now is a great time to shop because celebration is on. So for every $60 order, you get a free gift from Stampin' Up. And starting March 1st, oh my gosh, that's what I should have been talking about. Okay, don't leave, everybody. I have something to tell you. Okay, hold on. Hang on, I got things to show you here. Okay, stay tuned. Sorry, I just disappeared there, but I am here because I totally forgot to show you this. I might have to flip my camera back on the mount. I'm going to flip my camera back on the mount because starting on March the 1st, oh yeah, Joy is saying for weddings, baptisms, that would be a great gift, the candles. Okay, starting March the 1st, there are exclusive products that are available for sale. So you can purchase them. They can count towards your order so that you are getting, you know, every $60 getting a free gift. So it's called coordination products. So they're products that are meant to coordinate with celebration products. So I'm going to show you a few of them. I better just put it back on the mount. I think maybe you'll get a better view of them. because is it hard to see? Maybe it's okay to see. Okay, so these are items that you can purchase starting March the 1st. The dies for the Lily stamp set. This stamp set is an exclusive celebration gift. So if you already have that, you're going to need the dies. And they are available for purchase, $37 for those dies. This one, perfect for the cupcakes, right? For the Hello Cupcake stamp set. So remember the stamp set? This is a celebration freebie. You can now purchase starting March the 1st the dies that coordinate with them. And my personal favorite, don't forget the So Hoppy stamp set. If you haven't gotten your free So Hoppy stamp set, you need to. Just place a minimum $60 order and you can choose that as your freebie. It's my absolute favorite. But they have the dies that coordinate as well. There is a wonderful, I think they call it a storybook punch, story label punch. This is versatile for anything. It doesn't have to go with any of the celebration items, but it's a great shape. It looks like this. Here, I have the punch right here. Okay, so it's a great shape for sentiments, all kinds of sentiments. And then the Four Seasons framelit dies. Okay, so I can't believe I totally forgot to tell you about that. But that starts March the 1st. Again, my motto, do not wait to buy those things because they are while supplies last. They only have a set number of those dies available. So you are going to want to purchase them right away before they sell out. Because if they sell out, they're gone. It's only during March that they're selling it to coordinate with some of the celebration products. So that's it. You can head to my online store, Genevieve.stampinup.net. You can continue to follow my Facebook page. I'll be posting some different things as the new products get closer. And I guess that's it. I hope you have a great afternoon. And thanks so much for tuning in. I love visiting with you Tuesday at 2. And don't forget to come next week and see what projects we'll have available. Thanks. Bye for now.